Sometimes you get to the test, you're sitting there looking at the test, and the test is looking at you. Then I start getting a little nervous. Y'all feel where I'm coming from? Exactly. So this is what I start thinking. Well, when you start thinking about these tests, we think about this thing called the sympathetic nervous system. Anybody ever heard of that before? Sympathetics, right? Now, we should know right now, if your sympathetic nervous system is working, what happens to your heart rate? It goes up, right? What happens to your blood pressure? Right, it increases, right? What happens to your pupils? They dilate. They get huge when you see that test, right? Y'all feel where I'm coming from, right? Yes, yes. And then where does the blood rush to? No, I wish it did. In the sympathetic, it runs to your extremities, don't it? Because you want to run from that test. As soon as you sit down, you look at that thing and say, okay, I want to get up and get out of here. Right? That's what you want to do. Now think about this. If the sympathetic nervous system is rushing blood to your extremities, it's got to be coming from somewhere else. So where do you think it's coming from? Your brain. Where you need it, though, don't you? Ah. So we're already in trouble if our sympathetics have kicked in. Y'all follow where I'm coming from? What if I told you, what if you couldn't swim, right? And I told you, hey, we're going to go out on this nice cruise, okay? Now, all of a sudden, you can't swim, but we're on a cruise, and all of a sudden, they say the ship is going down. Everybody's got to jump. How you feel? You don't die. She said, I'm dying. I'm gone. It's over. You start praying, right? Okay, she starts praying that you don't die. I got you. Okay, I'm with you. Wait a minute now. So that means to tell me that that anxiety that you feel for having to jump off a ship because you know you can't swim makes you really anxious. It's almost like when you get to a test and you feel like you haven't prepared. It's like you jumping into a water. Y'all feel where I'm coming from? So that same anxiety comes up. Y'all feel, okay, good. I love this poem. Yeah, somebody said that it could be done. But we, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but we would be one that wouldn't say so till we tried. So with a lift of our chin, with a bit of a grin, without any doubting,
you all attended the MDI Prep workshop. Which thing?
That couldn't be done.
I'm Dominique.
Dominique?
Yes. Rebecca.
Rebecca. And where do you all attend school?
Well, that is it. Y'all got that. Y'all ready now, right?
Senior. Good. And what are you going into, Dominique?
I'm going into medicine.
Medicine,
yes.
Medical school, and? Same. Medical school. Great. So what did y'all think about the MDI Prep workshop today, test anxiety workshop?
It was awesome. It really was. Because you can find yourself in those same situations, not knowing really what to do on an exam or how to handle the stress and picking wrong answers because of that stress. But today we really learned how to handle all of that, how to keep it calm. Dr. Sutton helped us come up with a plan on how to approach the questions, whether we know the answers or for those questions that you have left down to the last 20 seconds.
There you go.
Really how to handle it.
All right. What did you think?
I think it was awesome because this is actually the first time I've ever heard of this, So, and Dr. Sutton told me to come. I'm like, okay, let me just try this. So I'm glad I came because I have a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
Normally I'm so prepared, and sometimes the professors ask me, "What happened? I know you know this, but what happened to you?"
Right.
I blanked out. So today I learned how to tackle that.
Good.
What to do. When that time comes. The meditation.
That's right.
And then when you have that last 20 seconds, like you said, you pick, that similar answer pattern.
Hello, I learned a lot today during the workshop. I learned how to, some tips to overcome my anxiety, or some tips not to fail an exam by leaving the answers blank, or being calm and being confident about the exam and not stressing about the outcome, because no matter what you do, the exam is going to come and you have a life after. So you have to enter just positive thoughts and make yourself ready before the test, and just minimize the anxiety, because the anxiety is going to take out all the good results you might have. And I would definitely recommend that workshop because I know many people, including me, are anxious about exams and tests and everything in their life. So I recommend definitely that workshop.
So, Louise, you just attended the MDI Prep Test Anxiety workshop. What did you think about it?
It was amazing. Like, I had problems when I was trying to answer my questions in the exams
What are you preparing for? Which test?
for the MCAT.
Okay, good, good. So, what do you think is the what would you if someone asked about attending the workshop? What do you think the best thing they could get from the workshop?
There's so many things you can get from the workshop. Starting with making a schedule for your exams, how to study.
Yeah.
Second, what to do before an exam, what to do during an exam, and what to do after your exam.
Right, right. So, have you ever suffered from any test anxiety?
Yes, sir. I've suffered from test anxiety because I feel that it's 2 or 3 in the morning, and I don't feel ready for the exam. Although I've been studying for more than a week, I don't feel ready. Once I get to the exam, I see the questions as another language, but then I finish my exam, and I'll be like, I don't remember a single question. But now, after being part of this workshop, I can prepare for that and be ready for once I take my exam and after the exam.